Welcome back to another episode of Behind the Studs, coming to you from the Southeastern Connecticut Home and Garden Show at the Mohegan Sun. Here are your hosts, Colin and Jimmy.
Hello, Mr. Driscoll.
Still here, aren't I?
You are still here.
That's right.
And it's almost 8 o'clock, too, and last I heard, that was tuxedo time.
Well,
you still going to put on your tuxedo at 8?
I don't put any faith in the U.S. mail.
They didn't arrive?
It did not arrive.
Oh, my gosh.
I am a little upset.
Amazon Prime next time.
That's right.
There you go.
Next time. Yeah.
So, hey, we'd like to welcome Ross. He's with Sawyer Sheds. Thank you very much for joining our show.
Well, thank you. This is very exciting to me.
Nice.
This is my first podcast.
First podcast,
Yes.
huh? Ours, too.
One of many.
Don't worry. We're new at this, too. You're in good hands. We've been doing this for a year and a half.
Yeah?
Yes.
We're still figuring it out, but don't worry.
Absolutely.
Well, that's great.
Yeah.
Not like you. Your work is impeccable.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
God.
Those sheds look great.
That is an amazing chicken coop. I have never seen such well-designed chicken coop. I would lay 4 eggs a day if I was a chicken.
Well, with that chicken coop, they feel like laying 4 eggs a day.
Yeah,
I'm telling
I bet.
It is.
And actually, a lot of people were talking about the chicken coop. I mean, I was listening to people walking along here talking about it. So I was like, wow, definitely making a hit with that.
You have a legacy.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much. I didn't know a chicken coop was going to do that for me.
Right.
But
Could you imagine?
that particular chicken coop is really a nice chicken coop.
Nice.
It's a great chicken.
We take very much pride in what we do. And the coop is actually, it was derived from, there's a company that it's called Carolina Coops.
Okay.
And they sell the premier chicken coop. So we saw what they did, and we improved it by 10 times.
Nice.
Yeah.
And then half the price.
Wow.
And that's what we come up with.
Wow. Now, do you personally still build these yourself, or do
Yes,
you have?
I do work whenever I can, but right now we've got a lot more people working than a couple of years ago, and I'm spending more and more time in the administrative area than out there banging nails.
Yeah. Yeah, Jimmy and I went through it too. You gotta. We do remodeling work, and the days being out in the field and stuff were just so great. And then,
Yes.
And then when you get to a certain point, unfortunately, you're doing, like you said, administrative. You got paperwork and estimates and all that other fun stuff to do.
Yes.
So
Yes.
yeah, it's not as much fun.
Right.
Yeah.
But I'm right there. I'm right there amongst everything that's happening usually.
Great.
And I have to tell you that I'm doing this 7 days a week.
Are you really?
And
yeah.
And that's how much I like it.
Wow.
Yeah.
And how long you been doing this?
Fantastic.
I started 2.5 years ago,
Okay.
and we're a nonprofit organization.
No kidding.
I volunteer every day,
All right.
as I should, as the director and founder of it.
Okay.
And the whole place was set up as a training center for people who want a good living wage,
Yep.
a environment that's real comfortable for them. In other words, everybody's encouraged to work as a team,
Nice.
but work independently as if it were their own business.
Okay.
So there's a few things that I say to them when we start working together is now they're going to be the boss of their own life and their own business there. So everybody's all part of this business, and when I fade away, I'm never going to die, I'll just fade away, they're going to take over, and they're going to own this nonprofit organization.
Oh, isn't
Let me
that
tell
great?
you something.
That is
Let
awesome.
me just say something. There needs to be more people like you.
Mm-hmm.
That was incredible what you just said.
Well,
Yeah.
It's just like, it's usually just get to work and knock it out and be done in 8 hours.
Right.
No,
Right,
that's something.
right.
Collect the paycheck and boom.
Oh my God! Take the passion of it all. This is what you're going to create.
That's
you
awesome.
can do it. This is you. That's fantastic.
Wow.
That
Well,
is.
thank you.
Great
Thank
psychology.
you so much.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Sure.
It is it's a wonderful feeling to do this. I tell you, I don't have to worry about getting a pay raise or a paycheck.
Right?
Or a paycheck, right? Yeah.
But you yell at yourself off.
And
Or get fired. Yeah.
the biggest satisfaction that I get is to watch these guys put out super high quality workmanship
Yep.
and buildings, and they take pride in what they're doing. Some of these guys were making $12, $14, $15 an hour, working as a carpenter's helper or working under a contractor.
Yep.
Mhm.
And there's a lot of yelling and screaming and cussing
Right.
and all
Oh,
that
I
kind of
know.
stuff. And
Yeah.
they never feel comfortable in their job. Here, The first thing I tell them is there's no cussing or swearing.
Nice.
There's no yelling.
Yep.
And there's no spitting.
Okay.
That's part of my Amish culture.
Okay.
So it works out very well.
Nice.
I love it.
Wow.
Now, where are you guys located?
We're located at 32 Norwich Road in Plainfield, Connecticut, which is Route 12 in northern Plainfield.
Okay.
That's a pretty town for you to be in.
Yes, it's very nice. In fact, we have a place right next to the Moosup River, and we just built a big treehouse up there,
Oh, cool.
which rivals the Treehouse Masters.
Really? All right. So
We're
people can
loving
just
it.
kind of come by and just go play on the.
We'd love to have them come by and take a look at everything that we do up there.
Wow.
Oh, man.
Actually, I want to. I
And
want to go see the
there's
treehouse.
never any salesmen there. There's just people that are excited about what they do,
Good.
and once they show the product sells itself.
Nice.
Jesus, I just want to go there and have a bowl of chicken soup while you're building this stuff.
That would be nice.
Maggie's watching this.
Yeah.
Maggie, what do you think? She's a good cook. She brings in stuff.
Yeah.
And she sometimes
Chicken soup?
shares with me.
Chicken soup. All right.
Yeah.
Cool. All right.
She'll make sure she brings you some good chicken soup. She's an excellent
right.
cook.
All right.
Drop a couple of eggs in there. Get them out of the coop.
Yeah. Now, how many people work there?
Well, we're working towards 15.
Wow.
And then hopefully within the next couple of months, 20.
Wow.
But within the next, I'd say 12 to 24 months, we may be upwards of 40 people. We started
Wow.
a year and a half ago with 3 people, I think. Two. And, we're during the regular season. Well, right now, there's 5 to 7 or 10. But during the regular season, there's a good 15, 20 people.
Wow. That's great.
And then, like I say, I'm growing, so we anticipate double to triple growth this year over last year. And it was the same the year before.
So may
That's
I
great.
ask, when you build these coops and you build these sheds, is it with the traditional Amish culture?
Absolutely.
Yep.
The shed is made the same way they made them 200 years ago, except for we're using modern machinery.
Okay.
Air guns instead of hammers.
Mhm.
And we're very competitive with guys like Home Depot and Lowe's.
Wow.
That actually build their sheds out of economy studs.
Nah, that's crap. That's
Yep.
crap.
OSB board.
Yeah.
Come on, that's crap.
Yeah.
That's crap.
Shingle roofs. We put a metal roof on every
Oh,
building
really?
because
I
we
saw
wanted
your
to-
work. When I walked by and I saw your work, I go, this is craftsmanship right here. We have to have you on the show.
Yep.
I mean, that's, they don't make things like that anymore.
Mm-mm.
I can't thank you enough for all this. We take pride in what we do, and you can see that.
Yeah,
absolutely. Absolutely.
Now, do you have certain designs that you guys build, or do you also do some custom work?
We're working with customers who want something a little different. We're
Yep.
working with customers who see something exactly what they want when they come in there. They're looking
Mhm.
for a storage shed. And we have a whole list of standard sizes and designs.
Okay.
But we're finding that half the people that come in there say, "Can I make a little change here?" or I'd like a different roof line, or I'd
Yep.
like a different pitch. And we say we'll accommodate you in any,
Nice.
any
That's
way
great.
we can. And nominally extra. We're not talking about a lot more money to get a custom built shed or little barn or
Yep.
a run-in, stables. We do animal structures as well.
Oh, nice.
We're starting to build barns out on the sites. This is something that we weren't doing in the past. We were just building on our site.
Mm-hmm.
But like I say, we're looking forward to the future and many, many new things. Like I mentioned, the tree house.
So you're going to start doing tree houses then?
We have a guy and his crew will
Yep.
go anywhere in this country and build a tree house.
Really?
Build twice the product than the treehouse master at half the price.
That's
wow.
great.
All right.
So if I wanted a shed or I wanted a chicken coop, and all right, if you build it on site, is it my responsibility to get it off your site and get it to my house? Is that how that would work, or would you do you have the facilities to do that?
We have all the equipment to bring any one of our buildings that we build on our site directly to your site and put it exactly where you want it.
Wow.
Wow,
Wow.
you are a gem.
Yeah. You guys do it all?
When we started out, we didn't have that type of equipment.
Right.
So
right.
we were
Right?
doing
Sure.
some of this the old-fashioned way, but
Yep.
now we have
Yeah.
all mechanism that's made for the industry. We have what we call shed mules.
Okay.
that move the shed around into place. Our trailers are all remote control trailers that can actually put that shed within a half an inch of where it needs to be.
Wow.
At both ends, because it adjusted at one end, and then when you get to the other end, as you pull away, it's got another adjuster that if it's not a little bit one way or the other, it'll adjust it exactly where the customer wants it.
We would love to come to your place, your facility, your factory, and film you guys how you do your work and stuff like that. I find you fascinating.
Yeah.
I find the workmanship, unbelievable.
Yep.
And I think that's something that would the public would really like. I mean, if you don't mind,
Wow.
the public would like to
No,
see that.
I'm all excited about this. This is my first podcast. I feel like I'm coming out of the Stone Ages into 2020. This is wonderful for me.
Yeah.
You're going to have to start listening to the podcast while you guys are working.
I grew up going to...
but we can't. We spit on our show. We swear
No, we
on
do
our
not.
show.
Okay.
We do swear. We don't spit.
We do swear once in a while.
That's okay. That's okay.
But we're not building anything, so we're okay.
Just as long as you don't do it in front of the other guys working there.
Absolutely.
No.
Okay.
Definitely
Not at all.
Definitely not.
No, we'll be all
But
right.
I understand. I'll tell you a funny little story. I grew up in an Amish community in Wisconsin.
Okay.
So I'm 13 years old. And this is, I don't know if you want to hear this story or not. The reason I'm
Absolutely.
here-
Oh, good.
Okay. So I had an older brother, have an older brother who's handicapped, and a younger brother who is profoundly handicapped. And goes back now. This is going to, you guys probably were not even born yet. But Rose Kennedy and Maria Shriver started working with special needs, and this is what it's called today, special needs. But back then, it was handicapped people.
Right.
Started the Special Olympics here in New England,
Right.
in Massachusetts, as a matter of fact.
Yep.
And back then, we didn't call Rose Kennedy. You wrote back and forth. And my mother got a letter from Rose Kennedy, said, bring the kids out to Massachusetts, and we've got the best services for handicapped kids like yours. So my mother, being 100% mom, she said, Dad, we got to sell the farm, get rid of all those cows and horses and everything, and move to Massachusetts. That's where they have the best for my two sons that are handicapped.
Yeah.
And that's how we ended up out here. There was
Really?
nothing for handicap. I was 13 years old.
Wow.
We all joined Mainstream America.
Wow.
And my mom was a founder in a school for adult handicapped and special needs and retarded adults.
Wow.
And the state of Massachusetts took her program as a pilot program, accredited it, and certified it, and they use it today.
Wow.
My mom just passed the day before Christmas, and I still miss her up
sorry,
there.
man. Yeah.
I'm taking care of my dad, though. He's 91. He's still
Wow.
alive.
91. Good for him. Yeah.
And that's how we come out here and talking about swearing.
Yeah.
That's what the whole story was about. So
Okay.
the first time I ever heard a swear word, we drove into Massachusetts,
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's where you're going to hear it.
right? and I said, Dad, what did he just say?
Yeah.
I had never heard that word before in my life.
Wow.
What did he say, Dad? He said, you didn't hear that.
Yeah.
But I must have heard it 10 million times.
Right.
So what brought
Yeah.
you to Connecticut? After Massachusetts, you got into Connecticut.
That was just circumstances, I guess.
Yeah.
I'd like to see Connecticut, people come here in droves and droves. Maybe the future will hold something positive.
Yeah.
But it's been a stagnant state, and maybe, like
Yes.
I say,
Yeah.
with
It used to
everything
be the
going
wealthiest. It used to be the wealthiest state in the country at one point.
Yep.
on. Yeah.
It's had its difficulties. For
I don't
sure.
know if
Yeah.
we want to talk about that, but
Yeah.
I'm hoping for better things for Connecticut.
We all
Yeah.
are. We all are.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And,
Now, is your father also a craftsman? Is that who you
no,
learned from, or
farming.
okay?
He was a master machinist.
Okay.
He did when he came out here. He worked for United Aircraft in the space program.
Mm-hmm.
This is back in the '60s
Wow.
when they were sending somebody to the moon,
Yes.
and so he did a lot of interesting things at United Aircraft.
Cool.
After that, he worked with my mother to develop these programs and schooling for the handicapped.
Nice.
Wonderful.
So they're both, like I say, my dad's quite elderly now,
Yeah.
and he talks about the twilight of his life, but
Yeah.
I'm hoping he's got another 10 years.
That would
We'll
be
see what
nice.
happens.
Yeah. So, how did you get into the craftsmanship work then?
Well, 3 years ago,
Yeah.
I'm 66, going on 26.
Okay, I like it.
3 years ago, I decided to do something that would keep me busy
Yep.
during the day, so I built one shed.
Okay. Self-taught.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. And it was crazy, too many hours in it. It was too elaborate, too tall to go down the road on one of our trailers.
Yeah.
And so I learned my mistakes from that first one. I just put too much into it. I had to compete with these other guys that are selling basic sheds for like $2,900 to $3,100.
Sure.
And so I developed really easy to build for our guys,
Mm-hmm.
a post and beam building.
Oh,
And
wow.
the structure's simple. It's real simple, but super, super strong.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's what I ended up doing. Of course, I had to do my measurements over again so that we could pass underneath the bridges
You
and
get
so
underneath
on.
the bridges, yeah.
Right. and learn a little bit from what was out there, but
Yeah.
but add a lot more to it. Everything is all handmade. Everything is we use air tools and so on.
Yep.
But these buildings are handmade.
Which is great.
How long does it take
Yeah.
you? So if you were going to build a 10 by 12 shed, I'm just giving you a number here. How long do you think it would take you to build it?
Well, I'll be quite honest.
Yeah.
It would take Maggie a week, maybe a week and a day.
Okay.
It might
That's not
take
bad.
some of my guys 3 days,
Yeah.
4 days,
Yeah.
and I have other guys that can do it in a day and a half, 2 days.
Wow.
So
yeah.
it really varies.
Yeah.
And the way we have it structured is the more efficient they get, the more money they make because they're building the sheds.
Yep.
Obviously, a guy who's building 3 sheds a week is making more money than a guy who's building 1 shed. But
Right.
there's no pressure to build more and to work, fast
Right.
or anything. You come in there and you set your own hours.
Okay.
You
Really?
absolutely set your own hours.
You're a
There's
great
no
boss.
time. Well, I'm not their boss. I'm maybe a mentor, not a boss.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
their own boss of their lives, and I tell them that.
Yeah.
And I said, it's my job to get you as much money as I possibly can, and we're not going to be working for a wage. You're not going to be working for a wage that you can't buy a car, that you can't buy a house.
Nice.
So probably the average is $25 to $50 an hour.
Wow. That's
That's
great.
what they're averaging.
That's fantastic.
And I say I want to make sure you make as much as I can
Right.
figure out for you guys.
Oh, that's very nice of
That's
you.
a- that's-
That's
And
great.
So, what better employees, and they're not employees.
Right.
But the thing is, too, you created the environment
Yes.
as a boss, as a mentor. We'll say as a mentor. I mean, you have created the Eden of it all.
Mhm.
I mean, this is, I've done film production and stuff like that and that kind of work. And the guys that I bring in, I give it to them. I delegate like you do. You delegate the responsibility, and when you delegate responsibility, they create their own passion because their name is on it. There's something that they're really building. They're not working for the man; they're working for themselves. They're working there to create something that is a
Exactly.
vision.
Well, you hit it right on the
Right.
head. They're working for themselves.
Right.
They're their own boss of their business,
Yeah,
Mhm.
and their life.
yeah,
Right.
yeah.
And
And they
You know-
take ownership of their own work.
right.
Yep.
I know I have another person here. She's been with us for about 3-4 weeks now. I'd love to have her say something.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
I don't know if she's going to or not.
All
but
right.
I'd really, really like her to say a little bit about what her experience has been so far.
Sure.
She's here actually to learn about. This is our first home show, by the way.
Oh, is it? Yeah. Ours
Yes.
too. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we feel like this is a big step up.
Yeah.
It is a
Yeah,
huge
it is.
What we
You
had.
came to the right place.
Sure.
This place is booming.
So we're going to probably do the other home show in Hartford.
Oh,
I've
good.
already been booked a home show in Worcester, and it's really going to put us on the map.
Sure it will.
And like I say, I see 40 jobs a year to 2 years from now.
Wow.
Good for you.
40 jobs, 40 happy people,
Yeah.
men and women. We have
Right.
just as many women working there doing that same work that the men
Which is
do.
great.
Well, we have
So-
to film
Perfect.
you, man.
Yeah, we have to get out
definitely
there.
have to get out there and film.
Yeah,
you.
we do.
This
So-
is amazing.
I'm hoping, Lena, are you going to...
I'll
Say
get her. We'll
something?
get her on the microphone. I'll
Okay,
get you on over
great.
here. You come
Yeah.
over and work on my microphone. And that's something.
Now,
Actually, you
we-
can speak on my microphone. I'll give you my headset, and I'll
you,
sit right next to you. 'cause I can
they may not see her in real life. They're going to hear her.
No, they'll see her now because we've got the video going too. So
Oh,
she's over there,
okay,
so she'll
she's
be
a-
able to be
She's
seen.
a little half pint,
Yeah.
but boy, is she strong. I got to
Is she?
tell you.
Yeah.
She is
She
strong
packs
as
a
can
punch. Yeah. That's awesome.
be. And she's going to be there to straighten out anybody who gets on the line, too.
Really?
Yeah.
I like
Including
that.
Ross.
Yep.
We need those in our company too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These guys can share.
Yeah.
So Lena started a few weeks ago. I think it's close to a month now. Right,
Really?
Lena?
Yes, I
And-
was going to say, give me my month.
Tell them
Mhm.
tell them how we met, Lena.
No, you do it.
No. Okay, so I'm
You
driving up.
saved my life.
No, I
Really?
want you to explain it to him.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead.
So it was it was bad weather out.
Okay.
And I was in all-wheel drive because he's not going to let me forget that part.
Okay.
I was going down the hill,
Mm-hmm.
and I panicked because when I put my foot on the brake, I heard sounds that made me feel uncomfortable.
Okay.
So I turned into the side of the road because I figured I'd hit the ditch instead of go straight down.
Okay.
And my car ended in the air on a slant.
Oh wow.
Ready to tip over.
Definitely.
I couldn't believe it when I'm pulling up this hill. This is Pomfret Hill, up by the going down a steep hill, leaving the Pomfret School.
Okay.
And it was 2 inches of snow, and it was slick as could be. And what she probably felt was that vibration of anti-locks.
Yes.
And she went right up on this embankment, and the car was ready to fall over on its side or to tip over.
Yep.
And so I stopped and I said, can I help you?
Mm-hmm.
And then you could take it from there.
And then I said, yeah, if you can pull me out the ditch. But I said it just saying it. So when he pulled over and got underneath the car and pulled
Wow.
out straps, I said, there's a guy.
I had a 4-wheel drive. I was going home.
Yep.
And I had some special straps in the back that we use for our sheds instead of chains. And her car was ready to tip over. She was
Wow.
up on an embankment, not
Yeah.
a ditch. She
Yep.
wasn't down in a ditch. She was up on an angle.
Wow.
My door, when you open my driver's door,
It
it
hit
was
the-
touching the floor.
Wow.
Touching the ground.
Yeah.
So I had to put the strap around the upper part of the axle, and I was able to get right underneath it, but it was ready to tip over. And she said, I don't know, it's going to tip over all the way. So I put the strap up on the high side.
Yep.
So when I pulled forward, I was able to pull the vehicle right back off of that steep hill
Yep.
and down on the street.
She
And she
runs
was
her full
shaking, and
house.
she didn't even want to drive it.
Yep.
I get in the thing, and it's an all-wheel drive Volvo. I said, how did you let this happen? It's all-wheel drive with anti-lock brakes.
So I
Well, she
asked
didn't
him
know.
where was the all-wheel drive button.
Yeah.
It's just an all-wheel drive vehicle. you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
But in any case,
And then you said, "Would you like a job?"
I didn't actually. I was telling her about what I do.
Yeah.
And I told him I'm going to take the job, and I've taken
well,
Yeah.
it. I just
I did
said
tell her I was looking to hire a bunch of people, and she
Yeah.
wouldn't. She had a job,
Okay.
okay, but for some reason she said, you know what, I think this is a good thing, and I said, well, I don't know if I need anybody right now, but she wasn't. She was very persistent.
Right.
All
And
right.
she's been.
everybody needs a me.
She's like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
How long
Yeah.
you been there? How long?
About a month.
Yeah.
Great.
And she's like my right hand man.
Really?
She's your right-hand woman.
Yeah. My Girl Friday. Can we say that?
Go Friday?
Girl
Yeah.
Friday. That's an
Yeah.
old terminology.
That's a
but
very- yeah.
it's
Oh,
like
that's
your
right.
right hand man.
That's
yeah.
right.
Same
That's
thing.
right.
Yep.
Only
I get
female.
the job done. I
There you
try
go.
to.
Yeah, and I got a lot of hopes for her. And I think that she can learn this business all the way around, and I could take a day off every now and then.
There you
maybe.
go.
And
Stop
same
working
with-
7 days.
Same with Maggie. That was her earlier.
Yeah.
Listening in. The girls are, they've got it
We
together
hold down
over
the
there.
fort.
And
Absolutely.
the builders, the female builders are always reliable, always there. The guys too.
Yeah.
Got a great
Yep.
group all the way around.
Yeah.
But
Well, you created it, man.
well,
Yeah.
You did. You created it. You created the workspace.
Well, I'll tell you, like I say, it's just fun for me.
Great.
It's fun. I mean, I enjoy
it
this so
yeah.
much
Yeah.
that I'm there. I work 12 hours every day and sometimes more.
Man.
Nice.
There's nothing like working
Because
doing
if
what
you
you
enjoy
love.
it, you don't even
Yeah.
think about time.
That's right. They
Yeah.
say, if you enjoy it, you don't work
Yeah.
a day in your life.
Yeah.
So
And we've got some other things planned too, down the road too. So we'll see what happens.
All right.
excellent.
I'm trying to put together a bunch of stuff.
Well, you're on our radar
Well,
now, so
yeah,
we're going
you're-
to keep
yes,
track
exactly.
of
You have
We-
to keep
we-
us posted on what you're
Yeah.
doing.
We donate. If we have any extra money, we donate it to other organizations, causes. Where better way to say this. We look to donate to other organizations where 100% of the money goes to the cause,
Good.
and there's very
Nice.
few.
you. Yeah, there are.
So we donated a $5,000 shed to the Jolly John Cancer Fund
Great.
Okay.
Yep.
in Moosup.
Nice.
I think the Gates brothers and
Mhm.
son are behind that,
Nice.
along with Bellevue or whatever Trucking,
Okay.
and the 100% of the money that they raise goes to hardworking cancer victims or people that have cancer and maybe have to take time off from work,
Yeah.
and they get reimbursed maybe for a few paychecks or whatever.
Nice.
And that's the kind of causes we're going to get involved in. Of course, we have our own. Everybody has their own thing. I have one guy with some special needs children.
Mm-hmm.
I have other people that cancer is a big thing. I lost my younger brother from cancer. So the big thing is to do good business, and when we do good business, we have extra money hopefully left over. We're not looking for big profits on these buildings, and that's why we're able to compete with guys like Home Depot and Lowe's for less money per square foot.
That's
That's
amazing.
amazing.
That is
Quality
amazing.
product.
Better quality as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's awesome.
10 times the quality.
10 times the quality. I love it.
Just remember that.
Yeah.
Okay. So in any case, and give away.
Now, do you have a website?
Yes, we do,
All right. So,
and it's real easy.
yeah. So we punch that, we pop that out, and that's the thing. The awareness that we can give you and all that other good stuff is, you're awesome. This is just this is a great way to end the night because it's
Yeah,
just
it is.
He probably says that to him.
No,
I don't.
not at
No,
all. Not at all.
We've had,
Yeah.
I have to say, we've had this has been a great experience for us today and
Yeah.
yesterday, and it'll be great tomorrow because we learned so much from
Mm-hmm.
new people, and it's a vehicle for us to show the homeowners and show the people out there what this is all about behind the studs. When
Yes.
when we're involved in building, a lot of people don't know what's involved.
Right,
And
right.
every person that we've had on this show, everybody has brought so much light to what goes into a home, and you bring love, and that's amazing.
Wow,
Yeah.
thank you.
That's amazing. You bring passion,
you
you
so
bring
much.
love, and you bring forgiveness, and that's like something that's like so needed in this world, and you do such a great job at it.
Well, thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you so much. I heard a lot about you guys, too. So
Oh, no.
You guys are making a name for yourself.
Well, what,
Well,
And-
thank you.
And
Yes.
I also want to thank Wes Jenks and his
Yes.
father.
yes,
Yep.
These guys put on an excellent show, and you said that you interviewed other people here.
Yep.
yeah,
And there's a great group of other vendors here.
yeah,
Yes.
I
There
mean,
are. There
all
really
these
are.
people are
Yeah.
super,
Yep.
here.
yeah.
Yep.
And boy, in the future, I hope more people come to this particular home show.
I think they will.
And
They should.
And,
It's my
and the
first
other
time.
one that
I
they
like
have
it.
in
Yeah,
Hartford,
mine
Everyone
too.
does.
and the
Everyone
other
likes
one
it.
that they have in Hartford, because the father and son Jenks
Yep.
do a great job.
Yes.
They've got excellent vendors in here. They're all real nice people.
Yes.
You learn a lot.
Yes.
And with you guys, I mean, you're teaching people about building and about projects they're going to do around their house, and most people don't have a clue.
Right.
They
No,
need-
absolutely.
They need to know.
Yep.
Right.
And you guys are here to help them.
And we
Yeah.
try to do a little bit of the interior, exterior,
Yeah.
all sorts of
Yes.
different areas around it. So,
Yeah.
yeah, it makes it fun. Like Jimmy said, we learn a lot.
So,
and that's
well,
right.
I've
We
learned
meet
a lot
some-
about you guys because I ask. Well,
Yeah.
you know, I
thank you.
got an email and it's wow
Yeah.
podcast.
Yeah.
Whoa,
Yeah.
I was nervous. I was
Yeah.
very nervous.
No.
Yeah. Well, hopefully it was a good experience.
Oh,
for
it's
you.
been a wonderful experience.
Excellent. And
And
I don't
I'm-
think it's our last time.
Yeah.
I don't think it's our
Great.
last time.
Great.
No, we'll
I-
probably have you back on the show
Oh,
as
wow.
the seasons go and show us what else you got going on and what's happening. We would love to just stay in contact with you
Absolutely.
on how your business grows and how you make so many people happy.
Yes.
That's
Well, thank you.
That's
thank
a
you
win-win,
so
man.
much.
You're welcome.
Absolutely.
And like
No,
I said,
thank
thank
you.
you, Lena.
Yeah.
for-
Yeah.
Oh,
thank you, Lena.
you know, I know you
You are
didn't
very
want to do
welcome.
this, but thank you.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying it.
See, it's not so bad.
First time for everything. I'm
Yeah.
on a podcast.
Okay.
So how can
Awesome.
we reach out to you? How can people reach out to you now?
Okay, well, we have a website, and it's real easy.
Yep.
SawyerSheds.com.
Yep.
Nice.
Okay, great.
Nice
We
and
have an email address, real easy. SawyerSheds@gmail.
That's Gmail.
Okay, that's
Okay.
great.
And
Super.
and then those will give you the telephone numbers and so on if you want. My number's always available to anybody. I put my cell phone number right on every card,
Great.
so
Really?
they can get a hold of me anytime.
And it does not stop ringing.
Yeah.
Of course not.
It
So why
does.
would it?
Right.
Right?
Right.
And
Wow.
and you're in Plainfield,
We're
right?
in Plainfield,
In
Connecticut.
Plainfield,
Yeah.
Connecticut. Awesome. Well, we will be there definitely to do some recording. So.
I'm excited, and if you let us know in advance,
Oh, we will.
Maggie will make some really good chicken soup.
Nice.
That's
All
it.
right.
You know, we can sit and have soup and sandwiches.
Yeah.
Nice.
I want to
Nice.
show you the tree house.
Absolutely.
By
It'd make a
that
great
time,
day.
by that time, Lena's going to know everything.
Yeah?
We'll take you all around the whole place.
Excellent.
Yes.
You know, she's a lot better looking than I am. You know, she'll show you everywhere. And, you know, so.
Not when you're wearing the hat. She
Oh,
doesn't beat you
oh,
when you're wearing
oh,
the hat.
okay,
No,
thank you.
absolutely
Thank you so
not.
much.
You're
Yeah.
cool with that hat. That's a cool hat.
Thank you.
Well,
Wow.
Ross,
Awesome.
thank you very much. And Lena, thank you very much.
Thank you.
You are
Thank
welcome.
Great having you guys
All
on the
Thanks for
show.
having
Enjoy
us.
the rest of the home show. Jimmy,
Yeah?
I think we're going to
I
call it
think
a
it's
night.
over for
Call it
today.
a night,
All right,
baby.
calling it a
it's 10
night.
after.
Let's
I'm
do it
sorry
again
to
tomorrow.
keep you guys.
No,
okay, man.
not at all, man.
It's
I
the
could
best.
be here
Save
for a
the
while.
best.
for last.
Absolutely.
And, you know, to everybody out there, if you guys do come by to take a look at what we do,
Yeah.
we'll show you around. You know, our facilities is open to the public. They can walk around and just feel right at home there. And we actually try to take every customer and show them what we do, talk about
Nice.
what we do, and when they leave there, they're educated about sheds.
Oh, yeah.
They're
Yeah.
educated about building and so on.
That's great.
Thanks, man.
Thank
Thank
you
you so much. Have a
Thanks
great
so
night.
much. Take
You
care.
too.
Jimmy,
Good
see you
night.
tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.